Hello, guys. My name is Nicholas Earl, and I'm joined here by my brother Tim. And today, got some MLB Standings Predictions for 2026. We'll be predicting first, second, third, fourth, and fifth for each division. It'll be fun to go back at the end of the year and recap to see how well we do. We're going AL East, Central West, NL West, Central East. So we're gonna do like a little a little back and forth there. And we'll be predicting standings. Won't be doing playoffs. Maybe that's a separate video, maybe a little bit later. But we will get it started. I'll let you go first. Your American League East standings.
Yes, and we're gonna do something a little bit different because I know I know what I've been seeing, and I've been seeing everybody either on one of two teams, Yankees or Blue Jays. So you know who I'm gonna pick? Give me the Red Sox. Give me the Red Sox at 1, Yankees at 2, Blue Jays at 3, Orioles at 4, and Rays at 5. Now, I want to preface this with, I think the Red Sox to Blue Jays, Red Sox, Yankees, Blue Jays, 3 to 4 games max. All three of them could realistically win 90 plus this year. And honestly, you could jumble up those teams however you want. I chose with the Red Sox number 1. Yes, they lost Bregman. I'm not overly concerned about it. They brought in Contreras. They have some young guys coming up. Roman Anthony is going to have a full season. I want to see what Tristan Casas can do. And then that bullpen may be one of, if not the best bullpen in baseball. Garrett Crochet, and they finally have a good number 2 in Ranger Suarez, and then a solid number 3 in Sonny Gray. They'll Brian Balo, and they have Connolly early. Like, they have a bunch of depth. Pablo Sandoval will be back at some point this year. I think he might be back for opening day roster. That's going to be big for them. I like the Red Sox first place. Yankees second place. Honestly, if the Yankees had Garrett Cole and Rodon full year, probably put Yankees in first. But the injuries, I'm just going to put them back just a little bit. Blue Jays are a team that I think might have overachieved last year for sure.
They absolutely did.
And I think they're going to take a step back. Not a giant step back because they won 94 games. I could easily see them winning 89 to 90. Orioles are going to be one of those teams fighting for one of the last wild card spots, although I really like their rotation now. And would you be surprised if the Rays finished in last place but finished 82 and 80?
Yeah, I can see all 5 teams finishing.
I can see all 5 teams being over 500. Those are my AL East predictions.
Well, we got 4 and 5 the same but I have the Yankees finishing first. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, but they didn't improve in the offseason. Well, yeah, no, they didn't. They brought back a bunch. They re-signed a bunch of their guys, but they re-signed guys back to a 94-win team.
Yeah.
And they will be getting Garrett Cole a little bit into the season, and I think that'll significantly help that rotation.
If he's back up to his,
if he's back and he pitches well, that is a huge if, and that could lead to a little bit of concerns. But I think overall, this Yankees team, it will be better than they were last year potentially. Even though I think I did have them in teams that'll lose more games. 2026 video, but like. I just think that's just because they won 94 games last year.
Yeah.
And maybe 92, 91 games is enough to win the division this year. Because also you can make the argument the Toronto Blue Jays will lose more games than they did in 2025 because they won 94 games as well. And yes, I liked the Blue Jays heading into last year. I was very high on them. I said they were going to make the playoffs. Did not say division, did not say make the World Series. But I think this is also a team that definitely overachieved that I could see coming back to the mean. But I feel like they did supplement enough to improve the roster. Okamoto, Dylan Cease, and making some additions like that to where they can offset a little bit of the regression coming in 2026. The Red Sox third. I just feel like, and very similar to what you said, I feel like this is going to be very close top of the division. Like, honestly, when it comes to our playoffs, don't be shocked if the top 4 on this list in this division are all in the playoffs. When the Yankees win 92, the Blue Jays win 91, 90, the Red Sox win 89, and the Orioles win 87. Like, even though they're going to beat up on each other, they're going to beat up on the Central when they face each other. They can beat up on the bottom of the West when they face each other.
Yep.
And then the Tampa Bay Rays, I mean, they could. This Rays team is weird because I don't know what to do with the Rays. I honestly don't. I have them last, but would it shock me if they finished third? No. Would it shock me if they won the division?
No.
A little bit.
No. Shock the win division. Yes, that would be a shock.
But when it comes to the AL East, I have Yankees, Blue Jays, Red Sox, Orioles, Rays. I think the top 4 could be playoff teams. So
I agree.
I'll move on to the Central. I have the Detroit Tigers winning the American League Central. I think they could be one of the best teams in baseball coming into this year. I think this is an all-in year for them. I feel it felt that way when they did not trade Tariq Skubal and added to the rotation with Framber Valdez to form one of the best 1-2s in baseball. I got the Cleveland Guardians second. I can't quit this Cleveland Guardians team, and it's weird.
Clearly.
And it's weird because this is a team that you look at their roster and you're like, how is this team going to be win games? How is this team going to do anything other than Jose Ramirez, and they have a good pitching staff. And then you blink and they're heading into the playoffs at 86 wins. You're like, okay, sure. And I think that they could be a team that squeaks into a wild card spot. I think them and Houston and Baltimore will be fighting for a wild card spot.
Yep.
Kansas City third. I honestly, I'm just a little biased towards the Guardians because guard ball is just something I've been very high on the last few years. The Royals seem like a weird team that could either win 88, 90 games or they can win in the 70s, and neither would shock me.
I agree.
The Twins at 4. If Lopez didn't go down, I probably would have been a little bit more bullish on this Twins team. But losing Lopez hurts. And then the White Sox, I think they can take a step up this year, but are they going to get out of the last place in the division? No.
I'll say we agreed on 1. We agreed on the Tigers. Because I did put the White Sox at number 4.
Wow. Okay.
I'm a little bit higher on this White Sox team, but Tigers number 1. They've got the best 1-2 punch in baseball. Fair to say. I think that's fair to say.
Yes.
And if they clearly have the 1-2 best punch in baseball. I mean, if you get a healthy Blake Snell, maybe you can go Yamamoto Snell. But anyways, Tigers I think are going to be the best team in that division. I really liked the Royals to win the division, and then they signed Framber Valdez, and then Tigers signed Framber Valdez and went, maybe not. I did go with Royals number 2 and Guardians number 3. I'm not a guard ball guy. Although I said them last year. But this is a Guardians team that if they didn't have that miracle run, they were a below 500 team.
Yeah.
Like if they went in 500 during that miracle run to clinch the division last year, they're nowhere to be seen, and they're even lower on some people's list. White Sox go up to number 4. They picked up a bunch of guys. They got better during the offseason. And I think that it can get them to 75 wins. I want to say that they could possibly try to reach 500, but I think that's a bold stance. And I think the Twins are going to be awful. And I just wanted to say the Twins, you pissed me off.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what they're doing. Are they trying to rebuild? Are they trying to go for it doesn't make sense to me what they're doing. Because they go and sell everybody, and then they go, wait, hold up. We're not going to trade Lopez. We're not going to trade Buxton. We're not going to trade Joe Ryan. I'm like, you saw how much the Rays got back for Shane Baz, right?
Yeah.
You saw how much the Nationals got back from Mackenzie Gore. Joe Ryan's better than both of them.
Yeah.
Like you would have gotten a huge haul, and they didn't do it. I don't understand this Twins team. Screw you guys. You're in 5th place.
That's fair. I will let you go first. AL West.
I feel like AL West is kind of the most straightforward to me.
It kind of does feel that way.
Mariners, Astros, Rangers, A's, Angels.
Yep.
Mariners, I think when it comes out to power rankings, I think they're the number 1 team in the American League.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think the Mariners are the best team in the American League. They almost made the CS. Sorry, they almost made the World Series last year. They were one game. They went to Game 7, and then they go, all right, let's go grab Brendan Donovan from the Cardinals, which I think if they had Donovan last year, they're probably making it to the World Series. Like, they needed that one more bat, I feel like, in the last series, and I think they would have made it. Astros are number 2. I can't quit this team. I won't be surprised at all if the Astros somehow won this division.
Yeah.
I feel like this is and I know me and you, Nick, we talked in the car earlier today when we were trying to think of teams that have like the biggest gap. Could it be the Astros? Like, would you be surprised if the Astros won 94, 95 games this year and went on a big run? Or if they finished under 500? I wouldn't be surprised with either.
I don't see a huge difference between floor and ceiling. I see the floor is 78 wins. The ceiling is 88 wins.
I have a ceiling of them winning 94, 95 games.
I mean, maybe, but just that rotation isn't as good as it used to be unless Tatsuya Amaya is
that I'm beating the drum of Hunter Brown.
Hunter Brown, yes. I think that he can be very strong, but yeah.
Rangers are number 3. I think they're going to be mid, right in the middle. Like, this is a team that's got great pitching. Their hitting was non-existent last year. I want to see whether or not they could, step up with the bats. Athletics are going to be a lot of fun to watch. I almost put A's in front of the Rangers. The only problem is they didn't have enough pitching.
Yeah.
Pitching's going to be a problem. Although I like the way that they're approaching games in this stadium that they're playing in now. Is we got to try to outscore them every single night. And that's what they're going to do. I have a good feeling they're going to score a lot of runs. If not, maybe the A's are the best offense in baseball next year.
Ooh.
I think that could be a little bit of an interesting.
I think they can lead the league in runs.
Lead the league in runs.
Just because that stadium they play in is well.
And then the Angels, I think, are going to be. They may be the worst team in baseball. At the same time, the Angels are a weird one for me. They could be the worst team in baseball, or they could be pushing for a wild card in September.
That's fair.
Because they have a lot of bounce back candidates, and they were like higher level prospects in their career, and the players with upside.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, if this Angels roster was back in 2020, it'd be an awesome roster.
Exactly, that's my point. They definitely have the potential that, hey, if some of those guys can click, they can be decent, but I have them
at the same 5 as you. Mariners, Astros, Rangers, Athletics, and Angels.
Good.
The Mariners, I think they are the best team in the American League, as you mentioned, and that pitching staff is still unbelievable. I am worried a little bit about Logan Gilbert injury-wise because he did suffer some things last year that I think it was I forgot what it was in the arm, but that's generally known as a precursor to Tommy John, which is terrifying. But still, they have really nice depth. And I mean, someone that we could see towards the end of the year is someone like a Cade Anderson or a Ryan Sloan. They have the best farm system in baseball. We could see Cole Emerson up sometime this year.
I'd love to see that.
And then the Astros, I feel like they get the benefit of the doubt right now, and until truly proven otherwise, which you look last year, they won 87 games and they lost out because I think a tiebreaker for the wild card. So they were still a playoff caliber team. The Rangers are mid. Exactly. I think this is an 80 to 82 win baseball team. I think they have one of the smallest ceiling to floors in baseball, them and the Giants. The Athletics, they are going to be fun to watch. They could lead the league in runs. Their pitching is going to make you want to pull your hair out.
Oh, I agree. They're going to frustrate the hell out of you.
Yeah. And then the Los Angeles Angels are one of a couple teams that I will quote the wind-up Mark and James. They're turbo mega dog shit. It's just they're a team that's not going to be very good. They're going to be towards the bottom 5 in baseball. And I'm not a fan of the Angels at all. I know a lot of people like to buy into the Angels every year. Like this is their year that they're gonna. No, I can't do it. On to the West of the National League. The Dodgers, number one, self-explanatory.
We don't really need to deep into them. Everybody's talking about the Dodgers.
Yeah, they're the best team in baseball. There. The Giants, I have it 2. The Padres 3, Diamondbacks 4, Rockies 5. You can exchange 2, 3, 4, and I think you can be pretty close. I actually do think there might be a decent gap between 3 and 4. Because I do think the Diamondbacks, even though they're offensively they're awesome, pitching wise, where are they going to get any help there? Like this is a Diamondbacks team that is going to give up a lot of runs, but they're going to score a lot of runs. They feel like the Athletics a little bit, where their pitching is going to drive you crazy, but their offense is going to make those games so much fun. The Padres, I don't know what to think about the Padres. I really don't
either.
I think they're either going to be 78 win team or an 88 win team. Like this is going to be a team that's going to be a clear playoff team, or they are going to be like, what happened to the Padres? I don't like their rotation. I actually like the Giants rotation better. But I think second place in this division could be 83 wins.
Yeah.
So Dodgers, Giants, Padres, Diamondbacks, Rockies, Rocktober.
Woo!
If you weren't on the Rocktober bandwagon when they lost 119 games, don't be on the Rocktober bandwagon when they lose 99 this year, because they're not losing 100 games this year.
I went a little bit different from you, Nick. We go number one. Wrong slide. Number one Dodgers. I'm kidding. I went exactly the same.
Somebody clip that. Somebody
clip it. Take a screenshot.
Rockies first, Dodgers last.
Rockies first, yeah. Rocktober, baby. I'm in the same bandwagon as you. Dodgers number one, enough said. They're by far the biggest payroll in baseball. Giants number 2. I like this squad, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants snuck into a playoff spot, to that final wild card spot, and take the red spot from last year. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Mets took the Padres spot from last year. Like this is a Giants team that's got a really good starting rotation, and they've got enough bats. Really, Adames is only going to get better. We saw after the first couple months, he really turned it on. Matt Chapman is a 5-WAR player every year, and you're going to eventually hear Hall of Fame talk about him when he's done and retired.
Yep.
I know it sounds crazy. Padres, I don't know what to think of them. I don't. This is a team that they told us they couldn't really spend, and they didn't spend, and now it's just like, oh, okay, you're trying to compete in this division? I don't know. D-backs, once again, where's your pitching? I don't see any pitching at all, and that's going to be very frustrating to see later on in the year, because I want to see the D-backs do good. I want to see them be good. Unfortunately, I don't know if they will be. So I'm going to put them in 4th, and Rocktober, it's going to be a long bounce back for you guys, but
they're going to be better.
You'll get there. You'll get there eventually.
You got a couple of young, exciting players to watch. Chase Dollander, definitely somebody to watch if you're a Rockies fan.
Especially watch him when he's not pitching at Coors, because Coors kills pitchers.
Yeah. Especially his pitch mix, but
correct.
Tim, you're central.
We go Cubs, Brewers, Pirates, Reds, Cardinals. I think the Cubbies were the biggest improvement over the offseason. They lost Kyle Tucker. They were never going to sign Kyle Tucker. For everybody, it's just like, oh, they lost Kyle Tucker. They were never going to sign him anyway, so I didn't really see the need to really oh, no, they lost Kyle Tucker. Yeah, they did. At the same point, they brought back Bregman. They had a trade for Edward Cabrera, which I absolutely loved that trade for both sides, because I think Owen Casey's going to be really nice with Miami. Brewers at number 2. I wanted to put Pittsburgh there. I feel like that would have been a little bit too ambitious. Brewers were the number 1 team in baseball last year. And They go and they trade their ace. Like, I still don't understand the trade. Yes, they brought back some nice pieces. Yes, he only had 1 year left in his deal. It was $8 million. Pay him so that you guys can continue to compete. But anyways, Brewers, I got that number 2. Pirates, for the love of God, please have Connor Griffin on your opening day roster. If I hear that Connor Griffin's going to be on the opening day roster, those teams swap.
Yeah,
I think that's fair. Reds are another team that pissed me off because they say, oh, we tried to sign Kyle Schwarber. Like, all right, cool. You guys want to make your team better. That's cool. We wanted to try to sell more tickets. Why the fuck would you say that out loud? Was it Castellini?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're an awful owner.
They wanted Schwarber because he's an Ohio native. Okay.
Yeah, you're an awful owner. I mean, he's technically the poorest owner. I don't want to hear cry poor when the cheapest owner is worth like $700 million, whatever it is. Like, Reds, you pissed me off. Cardinals, you're in a rebuild. Cardinal fans, you got some fun talent to watch coming up, though. JJ Weatherholt's going to be fun. Alec Burleson's getting to his own. But, I mean, that pitching rotation is not sexy. I think they're the 5th best in the division. So Cubs, Brewers, Pirates, Reds, Cardinals. I'm guessing you're probably identical.
I am identical to you. Cubs, Brewers, Pirates, Reds, Cardinals. I think that the Cubbies have the highest floor other than the Dodgers in the National League.
I agree.
I think that they are a playoff team at their floor. I think that at their floor, they're an 85 to 86 win baseball team. At their ceiling, they're 90 to 92. So they're a team that does not have a huge, I think, floor and ceiling discrepancy because they are what they are. They are what they are. They're a damn good playoff team that can probably make a DSCS run this year. The Brewers, I don't know what to think about because they can pull the same Brewers bullshit that they do all the time, and it's they traded away their ace and they're just cycling through, and then all of a sudden blink and they're in the playoffs and they've won the division. Cool. And they've done the same thing this offseason. They trade away their ace. They've got a bunch of young pitchers with options that they're going to cycle through, and probably we're going to blink and they're going to win the division. But
I wouldn't be surprised.
I still have the Cubs there. The Pirates are going to be a fun team this year. I think this is final. They're defensively, they're going to be ass because that defense is not good in the slightest. And you have Ozuna clogging up the DH, but they're going to produce offensively this year better than they have in years past. And you still got Skeens and Bubba Chandler and Mitch Keller and hopefully Jared Jones. And that rotation is going to be so nice.
That pitching is going to be the most fun rotation to watch.
They're going to be a great rotation to watch in baseball this year. Please let us watch from Connor Griffin from opening day on. Please, please, please. Do not send him down to AAA, which is probably what they'll do for 2 weeks. But yeah, I have. And then the Reds, they're frustrating. They have their offense is what worries me. I think what happened last year with them is they were mid, and no other team was really able to take advantage of that, and they somehow backed into getting demolished by the Dodgers.
I don't think they deserved the playoff spot last year. I think the Mets gave it up.
I think nobody deserved that last wild card spot last year. But hey,
that was last year. Who cares?
And then the Cardinals, they're going through a rebuild. I think they will be the second worst team in baseball. Third worst team in baseball.
I can see it.
I have 2 in the National League that are lower than them. So I'm not high on the Cardinals in the slightest. On to the last division. Yes, I'm going to get shit for this one, but guess what? If you look on Fangraphs as well, they agree with me. The Mets win the division. They have the Mets at 88 wins. They have the Braves at 88 wins for whatever reason. They have the Phillies at 87 wins. Is what Fangraphs has projected. I have the Mets, the Phillies, and the Braves in the top there. I think both the Braves and the Phillies take a step back. I think that's more of that, and then the Mets just play what they were supposed to last year. They win 87 to 89 games. They win the division because the Phillies take a major step back. Because what did the Phillies do this offseason?
Nothing.
Other than retain Kyle Schwarber, lose Ranger Suarez, replace him with Andrew Painter, and then you you re-sign JT Realmuto to a 3-year deal.
That was like, why?
That was a really type of move when I saw that. Because if they sign JT Realmuto and it's 2 years, 1 year, cool. 3 years for him, especially at $15 million per,
is a little excessive.
The Atlanta Braves, I'm going to plant my flag. I don't know why Atlanta's getting the hype they are. I really, really don't. And you can call me Mets bias all you want, but I would love to know what people see in the Braves to make them think that this is a team that's going to go and win a division or win 90 games. They have way too many bounce back candidates. I am not a fan of that pitching staff at all. Chris Sale, he's getting up there in age. He may pitch pretty good this year, but
I still think he pitches fine.
Spencer Strider coming off an injury. You trust him to stay healthy all year?
Yes.
They project him around a 3.85 ERA. Ronaldo Lopez, his underlying statistics were terrible heading into last year, and he got hurt after 1 game. Bryce Edler and Grant Holmes are going to be pitching major league games for you this year.
I'm all right with that.
I am not. I think Bryce Edler should not be pitching major league innings unless he's because you lost Schwellenbach, you lost Wallstead, Strep, and okay, then potentially you can see Martin Perez and J.R. Ritchie start games. This Braves team is not good. Now, offensively, they can be. They have one of the most dynamic players in baseball in Ronald Acuna Jr., but will he stay healthy? Michael Harris Jr. had 1 good year, but he's unbelievably inconsistent. Yastrzemski could be okay. Will Austin Riley bounce back?
Yes.
Ha-Seong Kim is hurt, so now you're going to have Jorge Mateo or Mauricio Dubon playing shortstop. Good luck. Ozzy Albies, will he bounce back? Mm-hmm. Matt Olson will be in the lineup every single day. Good for him. And then they have the rookie of the year. I just don't understand the Braves hype. I just don't. Marlins 4th, Nationals 5th. I think the Nationals will be the worst team in baseball this year. And yes, that includes the Rockies.
I agree.
I think the Nationals will lose 100-plus games on purpose. They have Cade Cavalli starting opening day, who hasn't pitched a baseball game since 2024.
I think he's pretty good.
But, he hasn't pitched a regular season game in over a year, and you're having him start opening day. That tells you everything.
No, he pitched at the end of last year.
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember seeing him at the end of last year, yeah.
Okay, my bad. Must have been very, very little. I apologize on that one. But, yeah. No, I think the Nationals are the worst team in baseball. They'll probably trade C.J. Abrams. If they
should trade C.J. Abrams.
I don't know if anybody wants him, but this is a team that's going to continue to trade away players. And I trust their front office to build a decent farm system. That's a team that I had as a middle-of-the-line farm system, but in the next year or two will be a top 5 farm system in baseball. So that's something to keep an eye out for. But Nationals will be deep last.
You know what? This may be just to get Mr. Numbers off my back. I have the Braves at number 1, Mets at number 2, Phillies at number 3, Marlins at number 4, Nationals at 5. Why are you invested in the Braves? Why do you think they're going to be good? Drake Baldwin, I think, is going to take another step up. According to Fangraphs, he's projected 2.4 WAR coming up this year. Hey, for a catcher,
okay,
solid. 3.4 WAR projected for Matt Olson, he's projected to hit 253, 345, and 473. So I like him. I think Ozzy Albies does bounce back. I do like him. That shortstop position is a mess. I won't say that it's not. But I do think Mauricio Dubon could be decent. Austin Riley, I think he's going to have a bounce back season. I don't really care about Yastrzemski. An X factor player is going to be Michael Harris. I think he could definitely have a bounce back year. He was not great. And Ronald Acuna Jr., if he's healthy all year, could be one of the best players in baseball, if not win the MVP.
Yeah.
And he has before. The rotation is not great. Chris Sale is going to be solid because he's proven that he could still pitch at his age. He even came back last year after the rib injury and was phenomenal. Spencer Strider is going to be only better from last year because his velo is going to tick up. I do think he's going to be good. I trust Ronaldo Lopez. Yes. He had 132 innings pitched, or he's going to have his projected is 132 innings pitched this year coming up, and a 1.9 WAR. I think he's going to be solid.
I think he'll have an over 4.5 ERA, and if it wasn't for all the injuries, he'd be out of that rotation by June.
He'll have a high threes.
No.
Bryce Adler, Grant Holmes.
I'll take that. He throws higher than a 4.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw J.R. Ritchie sometime later in the year. And that bullpen's going to be solid. Iglesias and Suarez may be a very solid back, too.
They're also old as hell.
They're also old as hell, yes. They're 38 and 39 years old. I know. But at the same time, I do think this Braves team bounces back. And if not, and if I'm wrong about it, hell, I'll be happy about it. I want to be wrong about this one. I want the Braves to suck. I have the Mets at number 2. Once again, you've got a team that completely overhauled everything, and they got better. They definitely got better. I know everybody's going to look towards Alonso, whatever. They replaced the production, and they definitely got a better. They've got better gloves. They're going to have better defense. And then I know it's going to sound crazy. I like the pitching staff. I like the pitching staff of the New York Mets. Freddie Peralta is the ace. I think he's going to be solid. Nolan McLean's the number 2. I don't care about the World Baseball Classic, what he did against Italy. It does not matter. It's a spring training game. Don't care. Because that was his second start of the year, third start of the year, second start of the year. Don't care. I think Sean Manaea is going to be better because he'll actually have a spring training this year. After missing last spring training, he was not great. Senga, I think Senga's going to be better. And then Peterson.
He's throwing 97 in spring training.
Yeah, although I think Senga should be a bullpen piece. I want Senga to be like an 8th inning guy. I think that would be great. I think him and Luke Weaver should split the 8th inning duties. I think that would be awesome for Kodai Senga. But I like this Mets rotation. I do. I think this thing is second. I think the Phillies drop off. Now, this could mean the Phillies win 86 to 88 games and come in third place in the division. But once again, you mentioned they lose Ranger Suarez, which was in your rotation, in your system for the last 12 years. Like that's a big arm to lose. Even though, yes, we don't think he should have been paid as much as he did or whatever, it does not matter. You've got Wheeler, who's on the shelf for the first month of the year. Even when he comes back, we don't know if he's going to be 100%. Christopher Sanchez is a stud. Jesus Luzardo, if he can stay healthy all year, because he has not had a complete healthy season since coming up to the major leagues.
Yeah.
No. If he can stay healthy all year, stud. Then you're going to some prospects which are still unknown, and then you go and look at your lineup. You got Realmuto back from last year. Fine. You signed for a little bit longer than you kind of hope. Bryce Harper, I have a feeling Bryce Harper is going to have a huge year. After Dombrowski says, "Oh, we're not going to be getting elite Harper anymore." Yeah, I think he just woke a beast. And I think he did that as a smart thing.
He did it on purpose, for sure.
Other than that, like they brought back Schwarber, cool. Now they brought in Adolis Garcia instead of Harrison Bader. I think it's a bonehead move. Adolis Garcia hasn't been good since the World Series. Like he's got a 600 OPS since the World Series. Not great. So I don't think the Phillies are going to be better at all. Marlins and Nationals, I think that's kind of straightforward. And I agree with you. I think the Nationals are going to be one of the worst teams in baseball, if not the worst team in baseball.
Yeah, but that is our predictions for standings this upcoming season. Let us know down in the comment section below. We get it right? We get it wrong? Where would you have certain teams? Are we too high on teams? Are we too low on teams? Are we sleeping on teams? Let us know down in the comment section below. But that is going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out the video here at Baseball Talk with your brothers. It's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys. Catch you next time.